I was in Colorado recently, and you cannot possibly mean that. I was in Colorado recently, and something beautiful happened to me there. I was driving away from the airport, and I said to the driver in the front, I said, "What's Colorado most famous for?" And he turned round to me as the car continued moving forwards, thus ensuring he had my full, undivided attention. And he said to me, "Well, here's something you might not know about Colorado, John. Here's something you may not be aware of here. Colorado is, in fact, the least obese state in the whole of America." And there was something about that sentence I just couldn't get out of my mind. The least obese. The least obese. Not the most healthy. No, not that. Deliberately not that. Merely the least obese, which seemed to me tantamount to standing in the middle of a Klan rally and saying, "Interesting fact about me, I'm actually the least racist man here." Oh, I'm racist, unquestionably. I'm a horrible human being, but I think I deserve some props for not taking it quite as far as those chaps. I had a near religious moment of revelation at the end of last year. I went to Las Vegas for the first time, and I've not been to every place on Earth. I should say that now. In the interest of full disclosure, I've not been to every place on this planet, and yet I'm pretty sure Las Vegas is the worst place on it. It's just an inherent, deep, profound belief. And yet, something incredible did happen there. It was about 4:30 in the morning, and I was sitting in a casino at a blackjack table, trying to pretend to myself and everyone around me that I understood what we were all doing. He's got the picture card again. Look at that. I wonder if he's going to be happy like last time he got a picture card. He's not as happy this time. Is it he got the lady card this time? Did he not want the lady card? Did he want the old man card like the picture card he got last time? It doesn't matter that he lost, it's just fun, isn't it? We're here to have fun. That's the important... When do I get to shout craps? Is that soon? Because I was looking forward to that. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, Mike Tyson came walking right through the casino and straight past me. And I remember looking directly at Mike Tyson and thinking to myself, I need to go to bed. Because here's the rule. If your life intersects with Mike Tyson's in any minor way whatsoever, it is bedtime for you. He is the canary in the coal mine for all of us. He could do so much good. Next time there's a riot somewhere in the world, don't fire tear gas at people like they're animals. Just release Mike from the back of a truck so he can walk amongst the crowd and watch people jump back and part like the Red Sea going, holy shit, this has got out of hand. Oh, let's just learn to live together. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Your facial tattoo says more than 1,000 doves ever could. The greatest thing I've seen in New York happened on the subway. I was standing in the middle of the subway, in the middle of the carriage, right where the electronic doors come together. And that bleeping sound started, indicating to people that the doors are about to shut and that they should therefore run faster if they want to catch this train. And this one businessman came flying down the stairs. He was moving so fast, he actually had to bang against a column to change direction in time. And as he ran towards me, the doors started slowly coming together. It's like the whole world went into slow motion. Our eyes met. And I could see him thinking. He was carrying like a briefcase in one hand and a suitcase in the other. And I could see him thinking, well, I can't do what I'd normally do, which is stick out my hand and stop these doors, as I've got these bags. And yet, I still seem to be moving at pace towards the side of this train. What to do? Think, Kenny, think. Brainstorm, you're good at this in the office. There's no right answer here. Just some blue sky creative thinking is what's needed here. And he did something which only he will ever truly understand. Because what that was that he just stuck out his head and the doors closed on his neck. Now, he wasn't hurt. Because the system is it's supposed to go slowly the first time, and if it meets any resistance, it's supposed to release and then hammer back a second time. But this had clearly happened one too many times to this driver, because he just left him there. So this man was left with his head in the train and his body bags flapping around outside on the platform. You have never seen anyone de-age so fast in your life. He was clearly a successful man, yet in that moment, he just looked like a naughty boy with his head stuck between some railings, waiting for a fireman to cut him loose. And yet, he still had the inherent heroic self-confidence from who knows where, to when someone tutted at him in the train, he looked up and went, "What?" What do you mean, what? Why don't you hazard a guess? Your head is stuck in the doors. You are wearing this entire train as a makeshift hat. You cannot carry this look off. And then the static sound started coming over the loudspeaker. You know where the driver is about to speak to the rest of the train. And this driver was mid-laugh. He was on the phone to a friend of his upstairs, basically saying, "You have got to come and take a look at this. This is the best 5 minutes you ever take out of your day." And then they finished their conversation, and the static sound was still there, and it became clear he was going to speak to all of us on the train. And I have never felt such a sense of excited community with strangers as we experienced together, all looking at each other, saying, "What's he going to say? What's he going to say? This could be incredible." And he cleared his throat, the driver, and I promise you this is true. He said this, he said, "Well, well, well. Looks like we've just caught us a douchebag." Well played. Well played, driver. Well played.